This week, we focus on our international spotlight being an outstanding tennis facility, an inspiring musician, all this and more on this week's edition of Salvation Army Today. FlateRate Moving is a nationwide leader in residential and commercial moving and storage. The Salvation Army Eastern Territory has partnered with FlateRate Moving for a more efficient way to donate items to family stores. FlateRate Moving has named the program Upcycling. Customers will be given 2 upcycling boxes for them to place unwanted clothing, toys, books, and other home goods. The boxes are then transported free of charge to local Salvation Army family stores. This program has the potential of delivering thousands of boxes to the Salvation Army, which benefits the adult rehabilitation centers. Meet Clarence Adoo, a former Salvation Army bandmaster and inspiring musician who was paralyzed 18 years ago from an automobile accident. Little did he know that he would be returning to the same place where he grew up playing the trumpet.
The music ebbs and flows, but what's unusual is that it's being conducted with head movements alone. Clarence Adoo is a conductor helping teach as part of a Salvation Army summer school. But 18 years ago he came here as a trumpeter for the Northern Sinfonia. He performed then at a nearby church, but a week later was left paralysed. Now, 2 decades on, he's returning.
I try not to hold on to some of those things because they could be considered quite sad. There's something very special about returning back to the school and with the youngsters.
Clarence never allowed his accident to take away his joy. He now works for the orchestra he played with before and is even performing with computer instruments. For most people, when they hear about the Salvation Army, the first thing to come to mind would not be tennis, although that will soon change. The Greenville Ray and Joan Kroc Core Community Center is changing the community with their state-of-the-art tennis facility. Salvation Army Today recently visited Greenville for an inside view.
We're the Salvation Army Kroc Center in Greenville, South Carolina, and a special feature of our Kroc Center is a 16-court tennis complex where we have about 25% of our overall Kroc Center membership comes from the tennis center. We're a very active program for juniors and adults. We're the largest home of league tennis in the upstate, and it's been beautifully received by the community. We have a beautiful facility, and I think we're doing a lot of good in this part of the community that needs services and recreational facilities. Tennis has met a big need in the Greenville community.
The Salvation Army opening this for the community has been a great thing. When I'm here in the fall, a lot of times, and even over the summer, I see a lot of the different, maybe like the Boys and Girls Club and some of the other schools in the area who aren't fortunate enough to be able to come play. The goal with this is to be able to get kids who don't know much about tennis, or even adults who don't know much about tennis, to come here and be able to play and learn something about a sport that they may not have ever played before. And that was kind of the sense of me doing it. I got introduced by another friend of mine, and ever since I've known about the Salvation Army, I've wanted to come play.
The Salvation Army being involved in tennis brings a lot to the table for the community. We can reach out into a community that otherwise would never have even considered tennis, perhaps. It's an expensive sport. We're bringing it to the community at an affordable level, an entry level. We're bringing top-rated coaches. Teaching pros is what they're called in the industry. We like to call our teaching pros coaches because they're really in the mentoring business.
In closing, we leave you with God's word. Don't be selfish. Don't try to impress others. Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves. Be sure to tune in next week for more Salvation Army news from around the world. For Salvation Army Today, I'm Roberta Simmons-Smith. Good day, and may God bless you.